In this session, I want to show you three very important concepts, especially if you're trying to get some venture capital funding, which are the TEM, SEM, and so on. But I think also very useful if you're an investor, an analyst, or in general an entrepreneur, which is trying to understand what's the landscape in which you are operating. Those are the total addressable market, the serviceable addressable market, and the really serviceable obtainable market. Those are three measures that are extremely important and that investors will want to understand from you if you're building a startup. Why? Well, if you are a VC, you want to invest in projects that potentially can actually conquer or can actually be within a context of a very large market. Why? Because you want to have high return in a range of time range of 5 to 10 years. And so understanding the total addressable market of your business also enables you to understand whether you can bootstrap or you can actually have funding. And the more you're looking at the future, the more it's going to be hard to put a number of that market, because usually what happens is that you try to have a linear approach to putting a dollar amount on a potential market by looking at the past. But in reality, usually many times new markets are way different than previous market. Even though they sort of eat them up, they also create larger markets. Take the case of, for instance, markets created by companies like Uber or companies like Airbnb. While they also eat up on existing industries like the mobility industry in the case of Uber, and the travel and hospitality industry in the case of Airbnb. They also expanded a lot those markets because they managed to actually be at the intersection of various markets to create a completely new market. So it's very hard to put a dollar number, but at least already having an idea of where you stand, it's important for you to communicate where your business is going. And then you want to go and understand, okay, of this total addressable market, how much in the long term my business might be able to actually reach. Again, this doesn't have to be the serviceable addressable market. Doesn't have to be something that you address in a short term. It's something that you look at in the long term. And then, of course, you want to know what percentage of that market you can actually grab realistically, so that you know how much your business may be worth in a 3-5 years time range, so that you know also how much your business might be worth, you know where to start, you know which sub-segment of the market you can tackle. So those three concepts are extremely important. Again, whether you are trying to bootstrap your company, whether you are trying to get venture capital funding, or if you're an investor, if you want to understand first what's the potential market of the company in which you're investing, but also what percentage of that market that company can actually capture.